Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of girls high school basketball. Tonight, the final home game of the season for the Coon Rapids Cardinals as they host the Elk River Elks. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, sidelines for it. Cardinals have had a rough season, Howie, and they don't finish it on an easy note with Elk River, the division leader, coming into their building.
It's a tough game for Coon Rapids. Elk River comes in, and they can do so many things. Undefeated in the conference, yet to lose a game. This is a team that's good from the perimeter. This is a team that plays really well underneath. They have 3 players over 6 feet. And it's going to be a monumental task for the Cardinals, who have been struggling coming into this contest.
You mentioned their size, and the big play of their big players underneath is critical for the Elks' success. Abby Scheid, 6'2" senior, leading the way.
Dominant. She's averaging almost 18 points a game, 8 boards a contest. She is very active underneath, and the Cardinals really, they're gonna put Porsche up against her, but the Cardinals definitely are gonna have a tough time underneath because the size differential is huge.
And on the other side, it's senior night for Coon Rapids, and one of their leaders has been, all season, has been Cheyenne Siner, one of their 3 seniors.
Yeah, Cheyenne's having a nice season, averaging a little over 7 points a contest. And if the Cardinals are going to be successful, Joe, I think the key is for a couple of these young ladies to be able to fill the basket up. And Cheyenne Siner is one of those young ladies, and they're going to look to her for some scoring leadership here tonight against, as we talked about, an extremely good Elk River team.
Yeah, and at this time of the season, with only 1 game remaining on the regular season schedule, different scenario heading toward the playoffs between these 2 teams. Elk River fine-tuning some things will go in as a very high seed. On the flip side, the Cardinals just trying to do a little building for next season.
Well, without a doubt, and that's some of the things that Coach Peterson is looking at, trying to continue to get better. I talked to her extensively, and she said, it may not reflect in the record, but this team is definitely improving. They're finally figuring out what they need to do to try and play winning basketball, and they're going to try and do it here in the last 2 games of the season before they start their section.
A very young team for Coon Rapids with just 3 seniors, but a similar situation age-wise. On the other side, only 3 seniors for the Elk River Elks.
Yeah, you look at that starting lineup, and there's a number of young players as we take a look at head coach Reed Cowett, and this is an opportunity for Elk River to continue to roll, continue to play their game, continue to develop as a basketball team, and try and get a win here on the road.
And I misspoke earlier. Abby Scheid, just a junior for the for the Elk River Elks, and so a good battle, as you mentioned, against Porish, just a sophomore.
Well, you look at their starting lineup. They have 4 sophomores and a junior. Does Elk River, and they're 21-3. That's pretty impressive.
So look at your starters: Ava Kramer, Danielle Lockmiller, Gabby Hawk, Sydney Wentland, and Abby Scheid. For the Cardinals, Anderson, Morehouse, Wilkins, Siner, and Kohler, all 3 of the seniors on the floor to start. Underneath, they go to Scheid, and she scores easily off the glass.
Well, and exactly that's what they like to do. They like to work the ball around the perimeter, but they do a nice job of rotation, and they find that underneath look, and that's exactly what they did to get Scheid's first bucket of the game.
Full court pressure. Cardinals able to get down court, but kicked away out of bounds by Abby Scheid.
Elk River's going to want to make Coon Rapids uncomfortable tonight, and they have so many ways to do that, and they're going to try immediately. Again, you're going to see after the first make of Coon Rapids, when they get their first baskets, it's going to be continued pressure defensively after the first make, after the second miss on a free throw, and after dead ball opportunities. They love to trap in the corner as well.
Cheyenne Siner kicks it back out to Wilkins on the wing. Up top is Anderson. Driving with the left hand. Siner over a little late with the screen. Back to Wilkins high on the right side. And now Siner near midcourt. And a little give and go as Siner will draw the foul underneath and go to the line to shoot 2.
Lockmiller getting the first infraction of this contest.
Danielle Lockmiller.
You see the look underneath to Siner. Lockmiller getting a little contact, a little bump there.
Siner able to hit the first and put the Cardinals on the board.
Well, the Cardinals just want to keep this contest close, and that's going to be their key.
Signer able to hit them both. We're even at 2 apiece. Hawk will run the floor for Elk River. Not Coon Rapids versus Coon Rapids. Kramer looks for room in the corner, won't find it, will back out. Up top is Hawk, driving to the lane, kicks it out. Wendland finds a little bit of room, right-hander won't go, gets her own rebound, throws it back up, draws a foul, will get to the line and shoot a couple of her own.
Well, you can see there, again, nice job by Wendland coming in after the miss, fighting for that offensive rebound. The Cardinals do a good job boxing out. There you're going to see she's going to be able to get the opportunity to get the shot off after the miss.
At the free throw line, number 25, Sydney Wendland.
Hits them both.
Signer will inbound from in front of her own bench. Morehouse running the right side. Pass taken away by Lockmiller, turned back up court, a little bit too far for Wendland. She's able to track it down, but then loses it off her D.
Well, one of the things Coach Peterson was talking about for Coon Rapids is they cannot turn the ball over. You saw it there. Fortunately for them, it did not lead to points, but they did it too many times in the first match up against the Elks, and it did lead to points. So they have to cut down on their turnovers.
Wilkins looking for Kohler, just off her fingertips, able to save to Morehouse. In the middle is Signer, turning to her left. Not going to get the foul that time. And down with the rebound is Danielle Lockmiller. Wilkins showing some athleticism to get into the lane and pick that pass off. She'll get it back across midcourt. Running to the baseline. Shied over to help. And Wilkins runs into trouble. Surrounded. And Elk River turns her right back over. As Wendland took a step in the corner.
You know, a nice job by Kohler. Black high and all, as she got in practice yesterday. Defensively,
just in time for senior night.
Travel. Yeah, exactly. Forced that travel.
Hey, watch your pick.
Anderson driving. Good block from behind by Kramer. Anderson stays with it, though, ties it up with Abby Scheid on the floor. And that'll get the ball back for Coon Rapids. Good second effort by Carly Anderson on this one.
Did a nice
Great
job.
Defensive play by Kramer coming over the top.
She did a nice job of turning the corner, but as you mentioned, Kramer making sure she got all ball with that good defensive play.
Tried to dump inside to Porish, tipped away, and now controlled by Lockmiller. To the free throw line, cuts back for Hawk into the lane. Porish got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds off the end line.
The Cardinals, number 30, Aaron Jenkins.
Aaron Jenkins going to check in for the Cardinals, replacing Megan Morehouse.
Coach Peterson made mention of Aaron Jenkins and how she's played well as of late. She's a young player, and she's getting some varsity minutes, and sometimes her inexperience does show, but she is showing that this coaching staff that she has an opportunity to play here.
And she gets the matchup on Scheid underneath. Porish will come and help on the double team. They go back to Scheid. She gets the bucket and the foul.
Well, you see, they use that inside-out game very well, and again, they get the ball down low to Scheid, and she uses that 6'2" frame to create an opportunity for herself underneath, which you're going to see here, and up between two defenders, able to get the bucket and the opportunity for the three-point play.
Signer called for the infraction. Scheid can't complete, but the rebound by Wendland, or Lockmiller rather. She's going to draw a foul and get back to the line and shoot 2 more.
Again, you create opportunities for yourself.
Fouls the Cardinals, number 30, Aaron Jenkins.
Jenkins gets a quick personal, and she takes a 13 foul for Coon Rapids.
She's able to hit the first.
At the free throw line, number 31, Danielle Lockmiller.
One, here we go, one.
Lockmiller hits them both.
Lockmiller, the second leading rebounder on this squad. You saw that as she fought for that rebound underneath the offensive end.
Jenkins with room down the right floor, but it disappears as she reaches the paint. Looking to the corner is Signer. She was trapped, gave it up, and here come the outs on the run again. Kramer Dishes to the backside. Scheid inside. Won't go. Wilkins the rebound.
You can see defensively how they like to pin their opponent in the corner, and it turns into a...
Well, they bring pressure.
Turnover.
There's 3 bodies around all of those turnovers. Definitely not unforced.
Nope.
As you mentioned, a great trap team in Elk River. Kramer high on the right side. And now Hawk driving. And a good tie-up by Carly Anderson.
Into the Cardinals, number 34, Megan Morehouse. Number 25, Marina Nyberg.
Morehouse and Marina Nyberg checking into the lineup for the Cardinals. Coach Coed told me.
Inbound goes to Scheid. She puts it off the glass and in.
They have depth on this Elk River team. They are able to play 9 players just about every contest.
Tipped away by Scheid. And she'll get the return pass. Nice hands by Megan Morehouse, and it goes off of Scheid's leg out of bounds.
Morehouse just hustling to come back and disrupt that play, and just did a nice job of it.
Porish, a 17-foot look from the left side. Won't get the roll this time. Great rebound by Danielle Lockmiller. You mentioned the second leading rebounder on the team.
Just
great
a sophomore.
presence.
Just a sophomore.
And long arms, great setup, and Kramer has a good look from the back door to give it Elk River the 10-point lead.
Yeah, Cardinals going to call timeout, now trailing by 4. And you can see why Elk River has been a successful basketball team. Look at the nice setup offensively for him. Just a perfect pass inside, and Kramer's right there on the scoring end.
Just 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the game.
Well,
a 10-point run for Elk River and a 10-point lead.
Well, this is what Coach Peterson wants to avoid is this lead getting too large, and that's why she called this timeout. And you see again, they're going to pressure right off the throw-in. That's how Elks create so many turnovers.
Good passing down court, out of bounds off of Wentland. And the Cardinals will keep it.
But that Boris couldn't control the basketball. She had an opportunity, just a little bit, that pass just wasn't what she wanted.
Nyberg high on the wing, into the post for Porish. She turned right into the double team of Wentland, who took it away. Kramer lost it off her heel, pokes it back to Wentland. Lockmiller left side for Hawk. Good movement again. Kramer an open look for 3 from the corner. Cardinals box out well, but can't hold on to the rebound.
Yeah, again, you got to be able to control that rebound, and unfortunately, Cardinals couldn't do it. But you're right. Just a good ball movement by the Elks. They just do a nice job of moving the ball around the perimeter and looking for that open opportunity.
There's an open look for 3 and a 3-point basket for Gabby Hawk.
Gabby Hawk, second leading scorer, almost 15 points a contest. So they have 2 players that average about 18 and 15 points a game, mixed in with some quality players as well.
Morehouse's pass batted away, and the Cardinals will have it out of bounds on the baseline. Morehouse finds Siner, short dribble, kicks it back up top for Wilkins. Off the foot of Kramer, scramble on the ground, Scheid and Anderson tie up. Cardinals keep it this time. 3 tie-ups in the game. They have all involved the Cardinals. Carly Anderson.
She's hustling.
Into the Elks, number 15, Kelsey Cox.
Kelsey Cox and Anna Rolog.
Anna Rolog.
On the floor for Elk River.
And
Pass tipped away by Wentland. Wilkins able to recover it. Tip though. And they'll maintain possession near midcourt. Wilkins.
They Rolog, one of the seniors on this team.
Nyberg an open look for 3 off the glass and in.
Kiss the glass. The Cardinals needed that. They were in a deluge for a while, just sitting at 2 points. 10-point lead for the Elks.
Scheid underneath gets the foul on Nyberg and will go to the line to shoot 2. She missed the only other she's had.
Well, and you see with Porsche out of the lineup, they don't have size to match up. You see it there, opportunity for Abby Scheid to get a couple of points from the stripe.
Scheid hits the first. Misses the second. Signer has the rebound.
Nice job by Signer to box out and get that board. Cardinals need more of that.
Signer from the high post. Lost the handle, kicks it back out. Wilkins trying Scheid out on the defense, looking for Anderson backdoor, but it's tipped away out of bounds by Kelsey Cox.
Yeah, just quick hands in the passing lane by Kelsey Cox. Able to tip that ball away.
Jessica Kohler will check back in. Pass knocked away by Wentler, recovered by Scheid.
Quick hands on the defensive end for the Elks, caused a turnover again by Coon Rapids.
Hawk up top for Cox. Left side, Rolock, inside Scheid. She's got the basket and the foul.
And again, just a nice feed, perfect feed inside that. The Scheid does a nice job with her back to the basket to turn and score and get the infraction as well. Second on Morehouse, 5th on the Cardinals. Just 1 so far on Elk River.
Want Scheid, I think, about to get a break. As they sent in Jamie Langbeen, and on the next whistle we'll get in Scheid's replacement.
Okay, Elk River just doing a much better job hustling to loose basketball. That's too many offensive rebounds. She has another
opportunity, and wow, what a great pass to kick it back out. And Hawk underneath will finish it off.
Just a beautiful look, and again, they're going to continue to pressure defensively.
Another quick turnover. Hawk down low to Cox. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Calls the Cardinals, number 4, Mackenzie Wilkins, her first 16 call for the Cardinals. At the free throw line, number 15, Kelsey Cox.
Cox misses the first. Jamie Langman now will check in, and Scheid will get a breather.
Elise Grunwald.
Cox hits 1 of 2.
Well, Grunwald, she's a little shorter than Scheid by an inch, 6'1". They don't get a lot. They don't lose a lot.
Another quick turnover and another basket underneath. This one for Anna Rolock.
Lead is now 18 for Elk River. The Cardinals again call another timeout. And just watch the great defense by Elk River. You're going to get your hands in the passing lane right there. Good job, and then the quick basket, nice little feed over to Rolock, and she gets the easy bucket. 10:58 remaining in the opening half, and Coon Rapids looking for some offense.
Inbound to Nicole Frazier. She's trapped. Gets it back to Wilkins on the baseline. Lots of traffic for Elk River. And the foul is going to be called against Langbin.
Again, that Langbin just a little bit too aggressive, trying to keep that ball over the back of the stripe. Signer and Anderson back in for Coon Rapids.
Anderson will bring it across midcourt. Watched by Hawk. Little screen from Siner, but can't get it back to her. Hawk on the run with the rock. Went between the legs of Cox, but she's able to recover it. Rollock to Hawk, right side. Back up top for Cox. Hawk on the left. Langbeck. Good rotation again. Cox nearly had it stripped by Nyberg. She'll get it back in the corner. Hawk back inside. Langbeck is stripped by Nyberg, and she'll take it on the run for Coon Rapids.
Nyberg with a nice defensive play, and that's what the Cardinals need more of. They're going to have to cause turnovers if they want to try and get back into this contest.
Siner drives to the lane. Batted away out of bounds.
Trying to find something offensively, and it's such a tough job to do against this pressure defense.
They are very quick on
smothering,
defense.
They're smothering Coon Rapids offensively. Morehouse back into the action for the Cards.
Gabby Hawk left side for Kelsey Cox. Up top Langdon, right side for Rollock. Back near side for Langdon. Rollock up top, Cox on the right side. Hawk in the middle. Down low for Langdon. Oh, Grunewald, sorry.
Oh, good.
I didn't think there were two of them.
Good thought, too, by Elk River, but just couldn't get that one to fall.
Siner's pass deflected and recovered. Anderson ties up again, but the ball will stay with Elk River. Tussle getting her hands on the ball.
Absolutely. Eva Kramer coming back in for Elk River. There you see the tie-up.
Rollock up top. Langdon left side for Kramer. Batted away out of bounds by Kaylee Porridge.
And that's the advantage Coon Rapids has. That's their size underneath. You can see why, you know, she's such a good player. Of course, just a sophomore. There's a number of good contributing sophomores on the squad.
Langdon left side for Kramer. Back to Langdon. Up top is Rollock. Kramer, down low, Grunewald. Spins around Porrish, left-hander won't fall. Rebound underneath by Langbeck. Kicks it out, three-pointer off the mark for Rolog, and Anderson going to be called for the foul near the sideline.
Personal foul on the Cardinals, number 21, Carly Anderson.
Number 7, so 1-and-1 opportunity for Jamie Langbeck.
Shooting 1-1 at the free throw line for the Elks, number 23, Jamie Langben.
Coach Debbie Pearson looking up at the scoreboard. Looking at the deficit her team is facing.
A little more than midway through this first half. Cardinals trailing 23-5. Foul on the run. Just the third against Elk River. It'll be called on Anna Rolog with the reach in.
Personal foul on Elk River's number 24, Anna Rolog.
Her first, as you mentioned, team third.
Wilkins trying to get to the paint. Will draw a foul and go to line to shoot two.
Now, 2 quick fouls on Elk River.
Foul the Elks, number 15, Kelsey
Where they
Cox.
see Wentland check back in at the next whistle.
Free throws.
Wilkins able to hit the first.
Back in for the Elks, number 25, Sydney Wentland.
And Wilkins hits them both. High slot, Grunewald batted away by Porish, but right to Wentland, who drives and gets the foul. She'll go to the line again.
You know, you like the fact that they do a number of different things well, and that's driving to the basket. Even though the shot didn't fall, she picks up the infraction, gets an opportunity to earn it from the stripe. That's how you get points. The basketball team continues to score, but they've been in a little bit of a drought as of late, even though the lead is substantial.
Wentland able to hit 1 of 2.
And another quick turnover by Coon Rapids leads to points.
Again, that quick trap and Rollock at the back door, almost identical to her last basket. Nyberg gets across midcourt, finds a little bit of room and slows things down. Morehouse runs into Grunewald. Kohler will spot up for 3. It's well off the mark. Porish had a hand on it, and it's out off of Anna Rollock.
Yeah, Rollock got a piece of that, couldn't regain control to keep the ball in their possession or put the ball in their possession.
Into the Elks, number 31, Danielle Lockmiller.
Morehouse into Porish, ripped away by Grunewald, and the Elks are on the run again. Wentland bumped at midcourt by Morehouse, and she'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Following the Cardinals, number 34, Megan Morehouse.
They said great defense again by Elk River to take the ball away from the Cardinals.
Cindy Wentland at the free throw line.
We talked about just 3 losses for Elk River.
Wentland misses the front end, long baseball throw by Kohler. Nice little move underneath by Marina Nyberg, and Porish hits the short jumper.
And she's playing well, does Nyberg. She distributes the ball very well.
Good look for 3 for Cox, but it's well off the mark. Porish recovers underneath. Nyberg runs, ends up in the corner, hands off for Cheyenne Seiner. Seiner back to Nyberg, watched up top by Kramer. Pressure follows her to the right side. In the corner, Kohler, 17-footer from Porish is off the back iron. Seiner gets the long rebound. Working against Cox. A little give and go attempt, but it's out off of Cox. And Coon Rapids will keep it.
So the Elks lost their opener to Rochester John Marshall. Then they won 13 in a row before losing to Minnetonka. And they won another 4 before losing to St. Michael, and then now they're on a 4-game winning streak.
Mackenzie Wilkins back in for the Cardinals.
Aaron Jenkins with a jump shot that missed everything. Elk River lets it hop out of bounds, and will bring it up court now. Ava Kramer. Left side for Cox. Up top, Grunewald. Wentland in the low post. Second effort is good.
Yeah, nobody there defensively to challenge for the rebound after the miss. And Wentland able to easily put that one back in. Over and back.
Yep, Seiner turned it over at midcourt.
Nikki Frazier back into the Cardinals.
Frazier back in for Coon Rapids.
Three-pointer for Kramer is good.
But she dropped that one. Again, she sized it up and didn't waste any effort releasing that shot.
Nearly another steal underneath. Signer able to get it down court. Frazier drives, can't finish. Wilkins follow underneath on the backside is blocked away out of bounds by Gabby Hawk.
Well, Scheid coming back to the game with a 31-9 lead for Elk River. Another turnover.
Great hands and great toes by Gabby Hawk along the baseline. Kramer is going to get fouled and go to the line at the other end.
Fouls on number 4 of the Cardinals, Mackenzie Wilkins, her second.
That's Wilkins' second, the 10th team foul for Coon Rapids. Just 5, Joe, for Elk River so far.
And the free throw shooting has not been spectacular for Elk River, or this lead could be even larger.
Absolutely.
Obviously not as much concern in a game like this, but that has got to be one of the few concerns Coach Cowett has with tonight's performance. Hawk, a good second look. It won't fall. Scheid will get the third chance and get the line to shoot 2.
Well, again, I mean, you look at the opportunities Elk River gets on the offensive end, rebounding. They're just doing a superior job than Coon Rapids, and they're able to get second and third looks. And if you don't get it to fall, you pick up the infraction, earn it from the stripe.
And Scheid able to hit the first.
One.
Abby Scheid has 11. Her team leads 32-9 with just over 5 minutes remaining. 33-9, excuse me. Just over 5 minutes remaining, and Wentland will turn it around for Elk River. Right side, Hawk gives it back to Wentland. Thought about the shot. Hawk will take the 3 and hit it.
Again, turnovers, points off of turnovers, and that's got to be driving Coach Peterson nuts. And there's a foul on Elk River.
Yeah, Kramer nearly got it in, but a little bit late, and won't get the foul.
Just the 6-team foul, so they're a foul away. There you see, able to drop that shot.
And another turnover.
Hawk.
Kramer can't finish. Hawk gets it back, lost it. Recovered, tip to Wentland. Here's Kramer from the left side, and she scored.
Leads at 29. Again, that tough defense in the corner. Fortunately, the Cardinals able to keep the ball.
Frazier lost the handle, recovered. Signer looking for room inside, kicks it out to Jenkins. Back up top for Anderson. Right side, Signer, a little head fake, puts it on the floor. And we'll get the foul along the baseline. Still not bonus for Coon Rapids. Oh, it is. That was number 7. I was thinking that was number 6.
Yeah, that's 7.
Signer able to put the Cardinals into double digits, hitting the first of 2.
Substitution back in for the Elks, number 15, Kelsey Cox.
I have 30. 144.
Signer able to hit them both.
4 points on the night for Cheyenne Signer.
Hawk to Wentland. Tied up by Frazier. Recovered by Cox underneath. She's fouled by Jenkins. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
That's the 3rd personal on Jenkins.
Fouls on the Cardinals, number 30, Erin Jenkins, her 3rd personal foul. At the free throw line, shooting 2, number 15.
Kohler will come in at the next opportunity.
Into the Cardinals, number 32,
Cox missed
Jessica
another.
Kohler.
She's been able to get there, but 0 for 3 so far. able to hit that one. Wetland got a hand on it. Hawk will turn it back up court. Wetland the jumper, it's short. Frazier tried to one-arm the rebound, and it went out off of Cox. Or when
No, it went
it
off
did
of,
go out off
of
of Frazier.
Yep.
Kramer inside to Scheid. Cardinal defense collapses. She can't get the first one to go, but chases down a rebound. Hawk for three, it's good.
Great hustle by Scheid to track that ball down and get it out to Hawk. 31-point lead for Elk River. Another turnover.
Wendland, Hawk down low to Scheid. She's fouled by Porish. And we'll go to the line to shoot two.
I mean, so aggressive. You know, they do such a nice job of feeding her down low, and she's got great basketball skills. She knows what to do with the basketball once she gets underneath it. She's got an opportunity to get a couple of points from the stripe again to try and increase this lead.
Substitutions in for the Cardinals, number 25, Marina Nyberg. For the Oaks, number 23, Jamie Langvin.
12 points now for Scheid.
And she hits them both. Signer, long heave. Scheid got there but couldn't keep it in bounds.
That's one way to advance it up the court.
Kohler trying to quick go underneath, got it to Porish. Her shot won't fall. Scheid the rebound. Porish can't tie her up. Nyberg swoops in and steals the pass. Cheyenne Signer's shot is off. Porish, a strip on Langman. Recovers. Kohler in the corner working against Cox. Nyberg thought about the shot, but that's a tall tower to try and shoot it over.
I would say.
She does take up a lot of space with the large wingspan inside. Nyberg, a 17-footer, is good.
That was, again, a nice job, nice way to work your offense, and Nyberg very sure on her shot, able to drop that jumper.
Porish bats the pass away out of bounds. 2:03 remaining first half.
Now Porish battling underneath against Signer, but I'm sorry, against Scheid, but Scheid doing a nice job of winning that battle right now.
Inbound goes to Langman, ripped away by Nicole Frazier. Anderson will run up court for Coon Rapids. Nyberg back for Anderson, right side. Frazier, Nyberg, Porish working against Scheid. And she gets a pretty shot to go.
Yeah, just a nice scoop around Scheid to get the bucket. 4 points for on the night for her.
And Coon Rapids defense nearly causing the turnover.
That's no travel.
Unfortunately, yeah. I was going to say that. You took the word right out of my mouth.
It happens occasionally. You see, look at that nice scoop underneath. Nice position.
Nice little head fake back to the inside.
And she knows the space she has on the floor, so I was very impressive shot.
Hawk drives, batted away by Porish, who recovers the rebound as well. Tipped away from Nyberg. Porish on the floor, comes away with the ball, and we're going to have a foul against Porish.
Yeah. Kramer to the line. Again, nice block there by Porish. She's able to gain control of the basketball. Then, pressure defense again leads to the turnover.
Kramer hits the first.
Grunwald back in for Elk River.
One on the release, here we go.
And she hits them both.
laying off of pressure a little bit, our Elk River.
Porish can't hold on to it in the middle. Recovered by Langbin. Able to get it back to Kramer under a minute remaining first half. Kramer, speed down court. Grunewald, little 10-footer, won't fall. Gets her own rebound, kicks it out. Hawk steps inside, out backs out. Kramer left side for three. It's good.
Wow. Nice job by Kramer. She has 10. I'm sorry, 12.
Three-pointers in double digits for Coon Rapids. Kohler misses short. Langbin recovers, and Hawk will bring it up court under 30 seconds remaining. And they will wait for the last shot. Grunewald down to 10, and fouled by Porish.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 on Porish. That's not a smart. That's not a smart foul. Really, your time is running out. You don't need to take that foul at this point.
Grunewald will miss the first. If there's only 9 seconds in the game, remaining in the game, and you're down by 5, that's a good foul.
Yeah, but now when it's
otherwise,
in the half,
yeah. Grunewald misses them both. So in that situation at the end of the game, it would have been a great foul.
Absolutely.
Not only did she miss both, but the Cardinals got the rebound. Nyberg came up a little short, dribbled on the end line, but right as the buzzer. And Elk River will go to the locker room with a 49-15 lead.
Yeah, a tough half for Coon Rapids. And again, they wanted to try and keep this thing close, but unfortunately for the Cardinals, Elk River just dominated on both ends of the court.
Yeah, a lot of size underneath, but as you mentioned in the open, they also shoot very well from the perimeter.
They do.
We're going to be joined now by Coon Rapids head coach Debbie Peterson. And Coach, what did you see that you liked in that first half?
You know what? I saw a lot of really scared basketball and a lot of just throwing the ball around. There was very little that I actually liked.
I know, Coach, when we talked, you said in the first matchup you guys turned the ball over too many times, which in turn turned the points. Same situation here.
Yep.
What do you talk to the girls about in the break on how they can try and tighten this up?
For starters, we have to catch the ball. We're trying to go way too fast. We have no idea where we're throwing the ball. We're just chucking it around. It's a matter of slowing down and keeping our composure, and we did an awful job of that in the first half.
Well, cut the game in half, come out and play a little bit stronger in the second half. Thanks for joining us, Coach, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching live girls high school basketball on CTN.
For over 70 years, Smokey Bear has asked you to use fire responsibly.
Fire is due to an unattended campfire.
Go time.
Here's how you can stay on the front lines of preventing wildfires. Always watch your campfire before leaving. Drown it, stir it, drown it again, and feel that the fire is out cold.
Oh, bullseye!
And you won't need a visit from these guys.
Copy that.
You can be Smokey's wingman when enjoying nature and prevent wildfires. Visit SmokeyBear.com for more fire prevention tips.
If you store your guns properly, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
Please, do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always, Lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Back at the Rodriguez Carlson Fieldhouse, Elk River, a dominant first half against Coon Rapids, 49-15. Outstanding from the inside, outstanding from the outside, but the smothering defense was really the story of that first half.
Yeah, Coach Peterson said they're going to trap us in the corners, and we have to find a way out of that. Joe, they couldn't find a way out of that tonight. This is a team in Elk River that it's very impressive because they do so much, as you talked about, inside, outside defense. Coon Rapids really are scratching their head what they can do come out here in the second half.
Well, and we saw a little bit of both for Elk River building this lead up. Abby Scheid early on, getting the Cardinal defense to collapse around her and still scoring. And then Gabby Hawk started, and she flew away from the outside, a couple of three-pointers.
Yeah,
She had 3. They had 4 as a team.
Well, she has 11 points, and I believe Scheid has, I think, 12, I believe. And Kramer has 12 as well. So pretty balanced scoring for Elk River.
We'll be back. Second half action between Coon Rapids and Elk River coming up next on CTN.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Dad's home!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Rodriguez Carlson Fieldhouse. The Elk River Elks a comfortable 49-15 lead as we reach the half. We talk now with head coach Reed Cowett. And Coach, what did you see in that first half that you talked to the girls about improving on?
Well, one of the things that we wanted to improve on is just eliminating mistakes offensively, not having the unforced turnovers, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. We talked about boxing out, making sure that we don't give Coon Rapids any second chance opportunities. I thought we did a pretty good job of doing that. We talked about executing our press, and I thought we did a nice job of that, forcing some turnovers, getting live ball turnovers, and turning those into layups.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the second half. It is underway with Coon Rapids getting the first possession.
Yeah, if we had time, I was gonna ask Coach if, the one negative aspect in that first half was their inability to hit free throws, and I wanted to know if he addressed that at all in the locker room.
Kramer all alone behind the defense, scores easily. And that will push the Elk River lead over the 35-point barrier. And again, we see good defense. Elk River all over the floor. Good hustle, and Hawk comes away with it. Kramer, an open look for three. This one's going to be short, shy the long rebound. Lockmiller got it to Wentland. She draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot two.
Well, again, Elk River's coming out in this situation that they're coming in and trying to increase their lead. Again, they move the ball around the perimeter very well, move the ball inside. There you see where the infraction was.
Lockmiller able to hit the first. And one of two. Anderson hands it off to Wilkins. And back to Anderson. Inside pass, batted right back to Anderson. Siner thought about the three, drives to the lane, kicks it out, one out to Wilkins. Wilkins backs away from Lockmiller. Her pass is tied up. And that'll be a turnover with Hawk. Again getting to the ball.
Again, smothered defense for Elk River forces that turnover. You get your player up high, and it really limits what they want to do. Your defense is allowed to work underneath and cause that turnover.
Scheid all alone at the back door for the basket.
Couldn't be much easier.
number 32, Gabby Hop. It's her second personal foul. First of the second half for the Elks.
Just again, good setup on offense, good pass, good finish. A 39-point lead. Steiner runs all the way down court, avoids Scheid, but misses the shot. Scheid has the rebound.
Yeah, there's 3 white jerseys down at the defensive end, ready to get that rebound.
Hawk thought about another 3, instead into Scheid, back out. Kramer will take the 3 and bury it.
Timeout, Coon Rapids. They're going to talk about things as Elk River came out in the second half, and they're continuing to fill up the basket. There's the 3 by Kramer. She's been hot from the outside. She leads all scorers with 17. Scheid has 15. And Hawk has 11. Leads the way for Elk River. 57-15. Coach Peterson not happy as she's trying to get her kids to get there on the defensive end.
Carly Anderson will be met at midcourt by Kramer. Trap comes, got it to Steiner. Underneath, Jenkins batted away out of bounds by Wentworth.
Again, using their size on the wing, able to get the piece of that basketball. Look underneath, and Wentworth doing a nice job of just making sure she batted that one away.
Steiner's shot won't go. Wilkins had his second chance, deflected by Scheid, and she'll get the rebound as well. Hawk across midcourt, sets up right side, up top for Scheid. Kramer into Wentworth. Hawk, an open look for 3. This one isn't going to fall. Nice hustle rebound by Kramer underneath to Scheid, and she finishes.
Again, just going after that loose basketball and realizing where she was.
And another steal. Hawk drives to the lane, draws the contact, and will get to the line to shoot 2.
Foul by Cardinals number 21, Carly Anderson, her second personal foul. At the free throw line, shooting 2, number 32, Gabby Hop.
Hawk hits the first.
I'm a little surprised the clock's not running. I mean, it's well over running time in this position. I'm a little surprised that. Oh, apparently it's at the 7-minute mark, we were told.
I was going to say, I think it's a time.
I did not.
I wasn't
know.
sure
I
if it was
totally
7
point.
minutes or 10 minutes or 14:59. Hawk hits them both. Three-pointer is short.
Again, a nice
underneath,
drive.
Hawk gets the contact again. We'll roll right back to the line.
Yeah, she's a good basketball player. Nice drive down the lane for Hawk. Didn't get it to fall, but an opportunity to pick up 2 from stripe. Second on Kohler. This goes right through the defense.
Hawk hits the first.
Here we go.
And Hawk knocks them both down, 63-15. Driving and scoring on the run is Danielle Lockmiller.
Lockmiller doing a nice job, again, using her body and not getting the offensive foul, able to keep position and get the bucket.
And here's Hawk on the breakaway. She finishes.
Another steal. And
again, numbers down court. Hawk can't finish. But Kramer right there behind her to clean up.
Timeout, Coon Rapids. As Elk River's opened up a 69-15 lead. Coon Rapids yet to score here in the second half.
Yeah, 20-0 spurt.
Senior night here at Roger E. Carlson. 3 seniors on the roster for Coon Rapids. You saw them there. Van Signer, the third. Had a little ceremony before the contest, honoring those 3 young ladies.
Megan Morehouse right in the middle of the...
Yep. As they finish their career here.
Huddle there, right behind Coach Peterson.
Last home game for those young ladies. They will finish the regular season on the road against Spring Lake Park, and according to Coach Peterson, most likely, depending on how the season ends up, will either be at Anoka or at Andover to start the section
Either
playoffs.
way, a much shorter trip for the CTN crew than the boys in St. Francis.
Did you get your shots? Are you get your immunization shots to travel all the way to St. Francis? Got the passport ready.
Clark will inbound to Nyberg in the corner.
Cardinals would just be happy here coming getting points off that timeout.
Caitlin Hagstrom into the game. Brianna Clark finds a little bit of space. Shot won't fall. Rebound by Hagstrom. Her second opportunity won't go. Hawk will come away with the rebound. And again, good passing.
Good passing leads to opportunities. That's going to be a turnover. Good defense that time.
Couldn't quite tiptoe the line.
In for the Cardinals, number 20, Caleb Thone, number 30, Aaron Jenkins.
Yeah, how's that? 6'2", 6'1", 6'1", all juniors.
Yes.
For Elk River.
Yes. Those, as we talked about,
what was going
in their
on?
Starting lineup.
Well, what was going on with the water that year?
Yeah, a lot of good basketball players.
Gabby Hawk down court, leads it off for Langdon. Rolog to Cox on the left side. She's fouled as she tries to get around the corner on Caitlin Hagstrom.
Foul on the Cardinals, number 10, Caitlin Hagstrom.
Hagstrom's first personal, 4th team foul on the Cardinals here in the second half.
Quick shot by Langdon with the left hand, won't fall. Jenkins has the rebound for Coon Rapids. Clark cross midcourt. Right side for Hagstrom. Tried to get it into the post, taken away by Grunewald. Porish can't tie up. Unfortunately doesn't foul. Again, playing with 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and well below her average, just 4 points on the night for Kaylee Porish. She's averaging 12 on the
nice
season.
Look to Langdon. Again, can't finish. Jenkins the rebound.
That's twice underneath low that she couldn't finish. Consecutive trips down.
Clark right side for Jenkins. Back to Clark underneath. Got a little too deep. That shot won't fall. Out of bounds, off of Hawk. And it'll stay with Coon Rapids.
Morehouse back in for Coon Rapids.
Jenkins, a very open look in the middle, and finally the Cardinals able to score a point in the second half.
Yeah, it was first points of the second half for Coon Rapids.
Hawk for three, she hit another.
She drained it. That gives her 20.
Yeah, she's been impressive this evening.
Travel.
Another turnover for Coon Rapids. A 55-point lead for Elk River.
Now that's a tough hole to dig out of.
And a short amount of time
Yes.
to do it in. And the Elks aren't letting up. Langman finishes this time. Jenkins in the corner, tried to get it back in. Langman, a hand on it. Grunewald gets the steal. Battling and lost it out of bounds. She and Hawk, a little miscommunication.
And that'll turn the ball over. 10:54 remaining, 74-17. Favor of Elk River.
Siner's three-pointer well short. And the Elks will bring it back up court. Hawk underneath. Cox got the foul on Porish. That'll be her fourth. And Kelsey Cox will go to the line to shoot two.
Ball by the Cardinals, number
Morehouse.
Okay.
That's her fourth.
You saw the look of concern on Porish's face. I did not. But it was Morehouse underneath. And Cox misses her first chance. Marina Nyberg will check back in for Coon Rapids. Cox able to hit 1 of 2.
A little miscommunication there. Siner looking for Nyberg. She went one way. Siner thought she was going to go the other. Threw the ball away.
Add another tally to the turnover column. Hawk will back out against Morehouse. Now look for room on the right side. Back up top for Langman. Watched by Wilkins. Left side, Kelsey Cox. Cox puts it on the floor. Spins away from Nyberg. Morehouse there for the steal. She runs into traffic but draws the foul. This one is going to go against Gabby Hawk.
That'll be her third personal. And nice job by Morehouse stepping up into the lane and stealing that basketball. Just the second team foul on Elk River.
Morehouse underneath. Porish will score.
Well, good job setting that play up underneath. Finding Porish alone under the bucket.
Grunewald thought about this shot, now kicks it up. And the three-pointer is good for Anna Roloff. Siner spins to the lane, won't go. Langman the rebound. Kramer will stop up, bring it up top to the near side. Grunewald, left side for Cox. Back to Grunewald, up top Kramer. Kramer will drive, kick it back out, roll on to Grunewald. Thought about this shot, steps in, draws a foul on Nyberg.
That'll be Nyberg's second personal.
And with 9:18 to, and with I was going to say with 9:18 to play, the Elks are in the bonus the rest of the way.
After the next foul.
Well, the next foul will be the bonus.
Foul, yeah.
Langman, a good look at the back door. Wilkins has an open look, took a little too long, faked. Morehouse a 15-footer that won't go. Rebound by Roloff. Kramer down low for Grunewald. Rolog in the corner. Back up top, Langman. Kramer rather on the left side. The pass back for Cox is out of reach and out of play.
Now we have running time. With an 80-19 Elk River lead.
Wilkins into the paint and scores around Langman.
Mackenzie Wilkins with a nice move to the bucket for a pair.
Grunewald will pull up from 15 feet out. That won't go. Tipped around. Porish tied up by Cox. It'll stay Coon Rapids basketball.
Into the Cardinals, number 21, Carly Anderson.
Carly Anderson and Cassie Dixon in for Coon Rapids.
For the Elks, in number 42, Brittany Paltz.
Brittany Paltz coming in for Elk River.
The defense comes at you so quickly as you hit that center court line. And then a pass underneath, taken away by Langman. Kramer sets up right side, up top for Cox, left side Langman. Goes to the baseline and blocked away by Porish. Wilkins on the run. Stripped away by Langman out of bounds.
Cardinals keep possession, but again, it's an opportunity for Elk River to play get a number of players in this lineup with a big lead. They finish the season at home against Andover. And that'll be a big game. Andover right behind Elk River in the conference standing. They're 8-3 in the conference, 15-9 overall. So that'll be a big game for the Huskies nonetheless. But the Elk River team will win this conference, no doubt.
Well, yeah, but they would like to do it without a blemish if
exactly.
possible, so they'll be playing for a little something.
Well,
pass taken away by Langman. Clark is going to be called for the foul. That's not Clark. That's Cassie Dixon.
Yep. They beat Andover on the end of January by 6 points. Huskies gave him a good job, good game.
Gabby and MJ Young checking in.
One, here we go, plan.
Gabby, number 40, is a senior. And MJ, number 45, is a junior. And that one rolls everywhere but in. The follow won't go either for Brittany Paltz. Coon Rapids just 6 points in this half.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I know for Coach Peterson. Now, they've had trouble scoring as it is, but 6 points here in the second half with 4:30 remaining.
Calling the Elks, number 15, Kelsey Cox. Substitutions in for the Elks, number 5, Emma Critton.
Well, they certainly didn't want to come out of the locker room and wait 6 minutes and 15 seconds to score, but that's kind of how it worked out.
It did.
And Elk River had scored 20 more points by then. Nice jump shot by Kaylee Porish with a hand in her face. The Cardinals have a scoring run of 4-0.
They do. 8 points for Porish on the night.
Short shot at the back door won't fall. Cardinals able to turn it up court quickly. Jenkins is going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
And that was a gimme basket for the Elks. They couldn't convert. Jenkins does a nice job of hustling down court and picking up the opportunity to get points from the line. Ackerman, the foul for Elk River. That's their 5th as a team.
Give the Cardinals number 15, Brianna Clark.
Now Brianna Clark's going to check in, along with Caitlin Hagstrom. Under 3 minutes remaining. Great box out underneath by Plotz. And an easy rebound. Emma Trifton drives. That won't fall. Plotz the rebound, and she's fouled. We'll go to line and shoot 2.
Well, Plotz, another one of those 6'1" players on this team. And she's a junior, so she'll be back again next year.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Yep, juniors.
We spoke of that earlier.
We did. All 3 big juniors. Nice to have that coming back if you're a head coach.
For the Elks, number 55, Brooke Johnson. For your Cardinals, number 3, Chaos. And number 15, excuse me, number 31, Callie Harris.
Second one won't go. And the Cardinals turn it over at the other end. Trifton into the corner. Young for 3. That one won't fall. Clark tipped it. Scramble on the floor. Tied up. Possession arrow favoring Elk River.
And also by the Cardinals just to tie that basketball up.
Substitutions in for the Elks. Number 4, Jenny Stappenhagen, and number 10, Kayla Soderstrom.
Soderstrom inbounds for Trifton. Joey, your eyes are getting old. T's look like F's.
They sounded like Milo. Under a minute. Under a minute.
I feel old when I look at the print on these rosters sometimes.
Now you know how I feel.
Ball tipped away. Clark recovers along the baseline. Ross a little pump fake on the right side. Ross a nice job finding some room for herself, but misses everything. And Elk River will throw down court. Tritton the pull-up shot, or Stappenhagen rather, the pull-up shot that won't go. Foul underneath. And that'll put Brooke Johnson on the free throw line unless we run out of time.
Yeah, we may run out of time. And she may get one opportunity, but I don't think I know she won't get the second.
She will get the first one off, and it is off the mark. It was a one-and-one anyhow, so wouldn't have had a second.
Yeah, and that's this is again a tough loss. 81-23, 8 points scored in that second half for Coon Rapids, and give Elk River credit. They're a good squad. They did a nice job of building up that lead and continuing to pour it on here. And they're going to up their record to 22-3, drop the Cardinals to 2-24. Cardinals go finish their regular season on the road at Spring Lake Park. And, of course, we talked about Elk River home against Andover to finish the regular season as well.
Again, Elk River with a 34-point lead at the half, started the second on a 20-0 run and coasted to the 81-23 victory. That's all we have left for the winter season. Boys basketball playoffs at St. Francis on Thursday night. And that will premiere here on CTN at midnight. Girls basketball playoffs still to be determined. Tune in on Sports Night on Monday and find out that answer. That's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Elk River 81, Coon Rapids 23. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. From the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.